I stumbled upon intentional practices by chance. One day, while walking toward an iconic area in New York, a thought suddenly popped into my head. My walk from an ordinary neighborhood to an elite area mirrored my journey in founding, exploring, and promoting the theory of values. It felt symbolic, moving from being an ordinary person to someone with a mission to help people reconnect with their positive true selves. I realized that I could accelerate the expansion of my theory by physically walking from ordinary places to exclusive ones. This sparked the idea of intentional practices in my mind and heart, leading me to set aside my current project and focus on creating this course. The intention I chose for my practice is the expansion of the theory of values across the globe. That's what I want to achieve. My practice actions are walking from an ordinary neighborhood to an iconic one, which usually takes about an hour. I don't have a set schedule for my practice, I walk when I feel like it. Feelings I'm focusing on during the practice. Expansion as an expression of the feeling of dignity. Doing things nobody can see in front of everyone as an expression of the feeling of having a soul. A sense of mobility as an expression of the feeling of disseminating. Due to this practice, I got a sense of what my journey to promote the theory of value is like, even though I'm still at the very beginning. Comparing my experience during walks to experience of working on my mission gave me realizations that I might have only discovered much later. In fact, there is a big chance I wouldn't have learned these things at all because I might have stopped pursuing my goal due to the long timeline and the risk of losing the sense of what it means to me. Here are a few things I realized while doing my intentional practices. Although the walk is long, it feels much shorter than I initially thought because I'm fully engaged with its secret mission. Similarly, milestones on my journey to promote the theory of values are much closer than they seem. I cross streets along the way and sometimes run to make the light. Likewise, with my project, sometimes I need to put an extra effort to speed up the process, but there is no need to rush and exhaust myself all the time. My mission is longer than a marathon, so I need to act accordingly despite the urge to push for small wins faster. There are many obstacles along the way. People walking on the wrong side of the street, blocking it with dogs on long leashes, or closed pathways. Despite all these blocks and distractions, I never had to cut my practice short because of an obstacle. There is always a way around blocks. Similarly, with my mission, it's good to have a plan, but it's even better when I adjust it to the reality of the day. The value of these realizations is not the uniqueness of the insights I got. We all heard many times about the importance of being focused, dedicated, and flexible. But after gaining this knowledge through practice, I don't just know it, I feel it, I own it. It's not someone else's wisdom that I agree with, it's something that grew inside of me naturally. It's part of who I am, and now it truly rules my life. During these intentional walks, I gained more insights into creating this course and understanding my theory of values than I ever did sitting at my computer. I also noticed changes in my behavior that I never thought possible. I began to enjoy the process of creation more than the end result. This was a significant shift for me as I have always been a results person. While focusing on results has its advantages, it started to take away the joy of creation, ultimately affecting the outcomes. I continue my intentional practices and hope you will join me on this transformational journey with your own intentional practices.